Arthur weakened into a post-tropical system, but its remnants left behind a trail of damage and flooding across southeast Louisiana and coastal Mississippi on Thursday, with possible tornado damage reported in multiple communities, floodwater covering roads, and a flash flood emergency reported near the Mississippi coast. Although Arthur is no longer a tropical storm, forecasters said the remnants could still produce 5 to 10 inches of rain, with isolated totals near 20 inches across parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, western Georgia, and the Florida Panhandle through early Friday.
This is Stone County, Mississippi.
That rain could generate dangerous to life-threatening flash flooding, especially in areas that have already seen heavy rain. The most urgent ongoing flooding threat Thursday shifted toward coastal Mississippi, where forecasters were tracking a flash flood emergency near the Nicholson and Picayune areas. Interstate 59 and Highway 11 were flooded in that area, and residents were urged to stay off the roads unless they needed emergency help.
First stood here, my feet were not even in the water.
Rain gauges showed 7.59 inches at the airport in Kenner and 5.3 inches in Slidell, with higher totals reported in parts of coastal Mississippi.
This is crazy.
In Kenner, floodwater covered streets in several areas. Thursday morning, including the Chateau Estates area and the intersection of Loyola Drive and West Esplanade Avenue. Kenner Police Chief Keith Conley said the city took a gut punch after 6 to 10 inches of rain fell in less than 2 hours. Conley said police handled about 50 to 70 stalled vehicles across the city. He said water had started to recede by late morning and that home water intrusion appeared to be minimal. Airport Access Road went underwater, something Conley said he had never seen before.
Dawes Boulevard. All right, brother, God bless you.
I think you gotta try it. You gotta go down here where it's like
In Jefferson Parish, damage was also reported in Avondale, including along the 600 block of George Street. Residents told Fox 8 they heard a loud sound around 5 a.m. that sounded like a train moving through the area. A trailer was lifted and moved into a backyard, according to residents. Keisha Hills said her sister was inside the trailer when the storm hit. Jefferson Parish President Cynthia Lee Sheng said meteorologists would determine whether the damage was caused by a tornado or straight-line winds. She said similar-looking damage was also reported in Metairie. In Terrebonne Parish, damage was reported in the Houma area near Evelyn Road and Grand Caillou Road after a line of storms moved through. Fox 8 reporter Josh Robertson reported damage to more than a dozen homes and businesses in the area. Some roofs were damaged or caved in, and storefronts showed signs of damage. Officials had not confirmed whether the damage was caused by a tornado or straight-line winds. Deanna Boudreau-White said she was inside her home when the storm hit. Like a bomb, then it does sound like a train, she said. Flooding remained an issue in parts of Terrebonne Parish late Thursday morning, including in Gray between Houma and Thibodaux. Fox 8 reporter Josh Robertson said parts of East Main Street heading toward Thibodaux remained closed, with high water still covering some areas. Jimmy Frederick, who lives in Gray, said the worst of the weather came overnight with heavy rain, lightning, and a brief power outage. A nearby drainage ditch had risen high enough to look more like a bayou, Frederick said. Fox 8 crews also spotted alligators in the high water. Damage was also reported in the Avery Estates, Eden Isles, and Clipper Estates areas east of Slidell, where residents described a fast-moving storm that sounded like a train. Fox 8's Rob Nassan reported damage between Avery Estates and White Kitchen, where trees were snapped, patios were damaged, and power crews were working to restore electricity.
On the trail to hit the truck, ripped that garage door off. All these trees are down. It ripped off. It looks like it tore up all their fences, trees all down.
Reporters said no injuries had been reported in the area, but some property damage was significant. Most main structures appeared to remain intact. In Slidell, strong winds overturned an 18-wheeler near the Oak Harbor entry ramp onto Interstate 10, heading toward New Orleans. The driver was shaken but walked away from the crash. The driver told Fox 8 the truck was empty when it overturned.
Man, that's crazy.
Damage was also reported near the Niles and Oak Harbor areas. It was not immediately clear whether the damage was caused by a tornado, a water spout that moved ashore, or straight-line winds. Trees were down in the city park area, including damage near tennis courts on Marconi Drive. Parks and Parkways crews were sent to clear the area. Tree damage was also reported on Metairie Road, where crews were also clearing debris.